So in previous videos or in previous project steps, what we did is we created one class, email class. We created one scanner class which is public. Always remember this scanner is global. I will write here also global. This is global. You can use this scanner all in this our project. Then these are private. These are strings also are global. You can use this inside this email class, and we are going to use inside this class also. So all these are about creating class. We already created this class. Now we created one constructor to receive first name and last name. Now what is the significance of constructor is, if I am putting here only these parameters I am putting here, it is not like abstracted or something. You are using that class and you are not securing it. Anyone can change that part, like their private f name, first name, last name, they can change it. So significance of this is creating constructor is to receive a first name and last name and protect that from original one, which is private string and first name and last name. So let's move further. Now in this constructor, what I'm going to do, I'm going to assigning this f name to this f name. To do this, what we are going to use this keyword, this dot f name is equal to f name. Similarly, for this also, like this last name, L name, basically L name is equal to L name. So what happened is, you can see this and this are equal now. So it is not just forwarding the value, it's copying that value from here to here when we are going to run this program. Now I am going to print output system dot out dot println. Inside this I am going to print like new employee plus this dot f name plus I am going to give some small gap here in between, and then this dot L name. So we are done with constructor. Now inside this we are going to develop more in this constructor. So I am leaving some space here. Now we are going to create some methods. So from the PPT PowerPoint and that template, we already know we want to create some email, generate password. For that we need to create some methods. So let's start with creating some methods here. So let's begin with some department, asking the department and then password, or okay, let's start with generating email. Generate mail. Okay, mail method. Now remember, this should be private. So I am creating private. It's not really like that you have to always create it private. You can create it public, but to achieve the abstraction, I'm going to use private. It's going to return string. So string generate email. This is the syntax of creating methods. Now what it will return? It will return email. This format is this dot f name. So if you are putting first name in capital and email is always in small letter, to convert this to all small letters, there is a system default method, or we can say user library, to lowercase. You can see to lowercase. You can put to lowercase here. So what it will do, if you are putting all the capitals, even if you are putting all the capitals, it will create to the small case. Similarly, this dot, we know, okay, before that we need to put dot here, plus again this dot L name dot to lowercase. Now we want to put here @ symbol. So @ then this dot department dept dot, again to lowercase, This is syntax, as I told you about all the syntax here. Plus now the simple is remaining dot company dot com. This is simple remaining thing. So what it will be do, it will take first name last name from user and it will put with the department. It's just generating the mail. Now we will move further. So what we did is we created first method. Now for we are going to move in the second method, asking for department. Asking for department. Again private string set department, set dept I am putting here. Now I need to put some user interaction with. I'm not going to assign directly. You for that administrator, it will ask which department do you want to put. So I will put here first system dot out dot println department codes. Then what it will be print? It will print department codes basically, but likewise this one for cells. Remember slash n will be put in the next line for new line, or for new line I am putting slash n. Development third department I'm going to put is for accounting department. And last I'm putting 0 for none, nothing. I'm not going to mention here some anything, so I'm putting here none. So now what I want to create some loop, or what we can say choosing part here, that 1 2 3. So you can go with too many cases like switch case and something, but I'm going to use here switch case. You can use if else, but using switch case is more efficient here. So I will create one flag here. Let me tell you why I'm going to use here flag. Because I want to execute it again and again. Like if I'm not going to execute it again and again, it will generate only in first time, or we can say if you are entering first employee, it will ask. I want to put for multiple employees, so I want to create some loop. I'm going to use here do while loop. Why I'm going to use do while loop is very important here. I want to execute at least one time, and the do while loop will execute at least one time. For other loops like for loop, while loop, for each loop, or enhanced for loop in Java, there is no like condition. There is not any condition. It will move for 1 2, but do while loop will run at least one time. So I will put do here first. Do, if you know the syntax, do. Then I will put here system to, I'm going to ask like system.println, just enter department code. So this is very simple part, department code. After that I will create one variable choice, put choice. Now what I'm going to use is next int. So you will understand what is this s. S is this scanner part, scanner publish scanner part. So I'm going to use this s to take user input. Now switch s, oh sorry, switch choice I will put. Then case 1, if you know case 1, return cells. It's if it's putting, okay, the ideal condition you have to break it, but there is not any significance for this. You have to put break statement here, but I'm going to just returning this, so it will return only in one time. It will not again and again start looping inside the switch case. So just returning doesn't need any break line here. Case 3, return, wait a minute, return accounting, and if case 0, return none. Now case, it is not going there, a minute. Okay, case 4, oh sorry, case 0, return none. That's it. So we are done with this, but we are missing something. Like we did want to exit that loop, and we want to create some default condition. So we are done with our logic, but we are not done with our perfect code. So let me complete that one part also. Default, I will print here system dot out dot println invalid choice, please choose it again. Now we are done with this. Now switch case. Now I will end up with do while. So this is the do part. However, so I will put while here, while flag. So what it will do, as flag is always false, not means always true, it will return null. That's it. So what it will do, it will execute at least one time, return null. So now we are done with this part. As you can see, what we did here, let me summarize this. So what we did is we created one constructor, public email, string first name, string last name with parameters. We invoke it with this name dot fname. So what we are doing, we are going to assign this fname to this fname, this last name to this last name, and I'm going to print this here. So now constructor part is not done. We are going to create and invoke some other methods also there, but it's initial condition for the constructor. Now I started with our methods. I created first private string generate mail method. So what it will be do, it will do generating the mail according to our syntax. So return this dot fname dot to lowercase into dot this dot, these are the lines. So what is the significance? This dot fname, it will took this fname here dot to lowercase. It will convert all the strings into lowercase. So no need to worry about uppercase and lowercase. Then dot, then again this for last name, and this for department, this for the company.com. So it will generate that mail according to that. After that, I want to set department, but setting the department is all about the process from user, or we can say administrator. So I will put here 1, 2, 3 and 0 for the options, sales, development, accounting respectively. Then I will create one boolean flag to execute that loop. I am going to use here do while loop because it will at least run one time. Again the department code for choice I am giving. I'm using switch and switch case method here, switch case conditions. You can use if-else conditions also, but it will be take too much time to execute that. To reduce time complexity here, I use switch choice case 1, case false else, case 2 for development, and according to that default condition, exiting that do while loop with the flag and returning null. So I created two methods here, generate mail and set department. So now we are done with this. So I will explain the what is the significance of this in part also. So this will assign the, you understood that part. So let's try with what is this part. So let me show you what is this significance is. So this is the reference variable that returns the current object. It gives states and behavior of the object. It simply, if global variable and class variable are the same, you want to invoke it same, it will assign it, and we just did it. The global variable is different and class variable is also same. For that purpose, we just use this word. If this is not used here, it will return null value. If local variable and instance variable are different, there is no need to use. If both difference are different, like global is different, class variable is different, but you want to assign it to is equal to, you can do it, but name should be different. So avoiding using different names, I used here this keyword, and this is very efficient. Also, this can be used to invoke current class constructor. What I did in this part, to invoke the current class constructor. So we will move further with another methods also here. So let us see what are other methods we are going to see.